up? What up?
What up, bruh? What's going on?
Not man, episode 89, baby.
89.
We almost up to the 9-0, man. Almost.
Wait for that 100. We gonna have a crazy celebration for the 100. We got
it got to be one. Is it 104? 104.
104 would be the year.
Marks the
I
2
guess
years, right?
The 2 years. Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, 104. I feel like we gotta do something for both. We gotta do something just for 100, like the milestone.
Just because.
Yeah, I just like excuses to do stuff. I just need an excuse to do something.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Carbon Footprint Podcast. He's Juan and I'm Sean, and you know how we do it. Every week we get together, and we got a special drink for y'all this week.
Yeah.
And we talk trash, talk about things going on in the world, try to focus on things making an impact, whether they be good, bad, or otherwise. Hit him with the drink, sir.
Listen, man, this one is slamming, and I knew it was going to be slamming from the minute you text me asking me about one of these ingredients, and I was like, that shit sound like something above my tax bracket. I don't have it.
Meanwhile, that shit was like $12.
I was like, creme de what? But yeah, man, we got a fire drink this week called El Diablo, and it's the tequila, reposado tequila. So we did an ounce of that, so a shot, or 2 ounces, sorry. So it's a shot of tequila.
It's an ounce and a half, isn't it?
Is it ounce and a half? Yeah,
I think it's ounce and a half.
Yeah, ounce and a half. So shot of tequila. We use the Terramana. That's like our favorite one for mixing, man. So
yep.
Terramana reposado, you can't go wrong. And then this was the ingredient that threw me all off. Creme de cassis or casis or cassis or however you want to. Cassis. However you want to call that. Just creme de and then cassis. Do a half a shot of that.
You got to hit up your sister, man. It's French.
Is it French?
It's French.
Yeah, I'm going to have to hit her up. So she'll correct me. Hey, listen. So I'm gonna be like, hey, listen, she'll text me and tell me like, or she'll text me with the voice message of her actually doing it. If she doesn't, I'm going to hit her up. But yeah, I need to know how that's pronounced, man. I'm tired of feeling stupid. And then we did half a lime. So shot of the Terramana tequila, half a shot of the creme de cassis, cases, whatever. And then we did a half a lime squeezed in, top it off with ginger beer.
Yep.
And this is good, man.
And this is called El Diablo.
Diablo.
We did not alter the recipe this week, so I got to give a shout out to acouplecooks.com. That's where I got it off of. It should just look delicious, so we had to try it, and it hit right. We didn't have to alter it. And you know what's funny, man, is like I wanted something with tequila, and whenever I see anything with like red, or if I see like a lime is in it, and this one had both. The picture was red, the drink was red, and it had lime in it. I was like, be good. It's gonna hit.
You know what though, man? I've never done so much tequila in my life like we've done on here for like the last 6 months. They've all been great. Like all the tequila drinks have been on it, man.
Yeah, this one is good too, and that ginger beer hits it right too. It kind of gives it like a spice almost.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. It gives it like a little spice to offset the little sweet of the creme de cassis. So it's fire, man. Try that out, man. It's so good. We'll put it up on the IG as well. We'll put the recipe up there. This stuff is good, man.
Hit it, people. Hit it.
A good find, bro. Whew.
All right, man. My compliment of the week goes out to this new Swiss technology. I don't have a company or anything. It's sort of a medical find, the medical experiment gone right. This is a Swiss technology that's helping people with cut spinal cords.
Oh wow!
So there's a couple of folks that they've had, and they tested this new device on that have had like really bad like motorcycle accidents, and they've had their spinal cord severed.
Spinal cord severed it's not deaf, but you're quadriplegic, right? At that point,
I think it depends, I guess, of where it's severed. I suppose so. Like you could have full use of like your upper extremities, but maybe like from waist down you're done.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So it just depends where it's severed in your body. Okay.
So the guy that they used as an example had a motorcycle accident, paralyzed from the waist down.
Okay.
Essentially, they insert this device in his body, and it acts as almost like a Wi-Fi repeater. So if you guys don't know what that is, if you ever have if you got a Wi-Fi a router in your house, and then you know you got dead spots in your house, maybe the bedroom to the far, the far reaches of the house don't get good Wi-Fi, so you buy one of those things that you plug into the wall, an extender. Yep. Yeah. it kind of acts like that, but it acts like that in the body, and so it takes the signals from the brain, and then pushes them down to where it can't reach.
Because that's all it is. It's data being sent right from brain through nerves, through like the nerves are essentially like the electric wiring, if you will. Of wow, man. And within,
so they were saying like within like a few days of having this surgery, these guys were walking with help. So say like with a walker.
Okay, but still.
Right. But swimming. Yeah, standing. And so, like, and they were saying that this thing is not a cure for it, but they're going, this technology coupled with something like stem cell would lead people back to a normal life.
Yeah, like you said, even if this is better than being restricted to a wheelchair, for like your quality of life this is a step in the right direction, man, and giving you a better quality of life. Wow, man. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man, we're like,
it's coming, bro.
We're on the verge, bro. I saw like this same week they had a guy. The team is using I don't even know what to call it. They call it like biohybrid almost experiments, but they did a fish that's like almost half mechanical, but the other half is using cells from a human heart. And the thing moves like a fish, like it expands. And I guess the concept was the guy was in like an aquarium and he saw how fish, like jellyfish, expand and contract. And he was like, sort of like mimicking like a heart thing. But anyway, it was like, that whole creating basically an artificial fish is a step in a direction of potentially being able to use that as like a pacemaker or replace a heart or do all that stuff. Like the medical breakthroughs as of late, man, have just been.
Yeah, it's been crazy. And crazy. Before we started doing this podcast, I wasn't really like a news guy. I wouldn't read up a lot, and so one of the good things, even just personally for me, man, on here has been actually looking for the good shit.
That's same, because I almost avoid it because I don't know what to trust anymore. Right, like and
it's like a lot of the things that are in your face are all clickbait.
It's all clickbait,
and it's all bad news.
Yeah, you click it and you're like, oh, that was wild. Then you read the article, it's like, all right, they got me, and it's just like, man. Yeah, you're right. Like now I almost purposely seek out stories like this, and they're out there, man. There's so many out there, man. So many breakthroughs, so many, like, just to see where the medical field has gone in the last 10 years. Can you imagine, 10 from now, and just it's wild, man. Do you think that makes us, I guess, value life less? Like, do you think it'll make us more reckless knowing that sort of like, like I think the things that keeps a lot of humans in check, right, is like are like you question your mortality. Like, do you think like knowing like, you can come back from almost anything, like, like fast forward 10 years where you're like, do you think that'll make us like shittier people or just like more reckless people?
Maybe more reckless in the aspect of trying things that you would never try, right? So like one of the things, like for me, that I love to watch is those guys on the longboards that go down these fucking mountains, like on the road.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
I watch it with awe, and I'm just like so impressed by it. I would never do it.
I'll let you borrow mine, bro.
I would never do it, bro. No, fuck no, man. Those guys are going like 60 miles an hour on a skateboard.
So I have one. Never done anything like that, obviously, but I'm trying to build up to having my dog pull me. But my fear is like,
you hit a rock.
Yeah, you hit a rock, or he takes off because he has a high prey drive, right? Like, so he takes off after a squirrel or some dumb shit.
Not your dog.
Yeah, fucking dog. Squirrel, and he goes off. I'm like, fuck. But knowing, like, I see those guys, and I'm going, how do you stop going that fast? Like, you don't, right? Like, you basically got to veer off into grass.
Well, some of those dudes do that shit where they like put the board sideways.
Yeah, and they have the thing on their hands too, where they use the road.
They can kind of drag their hands on the road. Dude, I think again, I watch those videos and I love the point of view of those videos because they're like behind them.
So the GoPros.
So it's like you're like there and you're doing it, and I'm like, wow.
It's like you're boarding next to them. You're one of the guys. I mean, that's what it is. It's one of the guys that's skating.
I was always wondered that. I didn't know if this is a guy skating or somebody like behind them on a bike or a car.
I think you get a little bit of both on some of those videos, but I've definitely seen the guys just strap the GoPro on their helmet or on their chest and then just let it rip down the.
But so maybe something like that, right? So I go,
what?
Yeah. If I sever my spinal cord, they'll just sew me back together.
Go dive in with sharks. Yeah, because you figured that's a thing. You know, it's funny you say motorcycle because I like motorcycles, but I also have this like fear of them.
Yeah.
And I've been getting this itch lately where I'm just like, man, it'd be kind of fun to drive. But you're right. I think knowing something like that, I'd be like, I'll be a little like, I'd be more willing, I guess, to ride them more. Yeah. Like,
and I know guys that have been, lifetime riders, and all of them go, it's not if you're gonna fall, it's when.
Oh, you're gonna,
it's gonna happen.
Yeah, every single one
you're
I know.
You're gonna lay the bike down.
Yeah, you're gonna lay the bike down. It's just inevitable, right? Like you're gonna hit a puddle, you're gonna hit a rock, you're gonna hit a pothole, you're gonna hit whatever. Someone's gonna cut you off. Like, and it's like you almost have to hit the ground, or you're dead in a lot of those scenarios. Or you're just like, that's the part where I'm like, yeah, I don't want to. It's like I don't want.
I'm good in the 2,000-pound vehicle.
It's like, dude, when I first started like trying to do stand up, I remember someone and I was asking people about it, and then like, someone told me like, no, bro, it's not like. I'm like, but what if I bomb? And they're like, no, it's not if, bro. You're gonna bomb like all the time. And I'm like. No, I'm not. And they're like, no, you're gonna bomb. And I'm like, bro, I'll cry. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, and then you find out that like the biggest names of comedy now go like to these little clubs, like, and they all bomb like all the time. Like you get, obviously the bombs become less and less, but I forget, like a lot of them will tell you like, oh yeah, if I do 10 shows, 1 or 2 of them I'm bombing. Like, and these are guys who are doing like arenas. And I remember the first time I bombed hard. I was like, afterwards, I kind of was, and I thought, dude, the idea of it made me feel like, yo, that would be so gut wrenching. Like, I don't know how I would react to that. Like, that's the fear. And then the first time it happened, I was kind of like, oh, I lived. You know what I mean? Like, and it was so, I think I bombed so bad though that it was funny. Like, like I was like, wow, that was bad. Like, like I could literally hear people's hearts beating. Like, I was like, damn. And then,
so how did that feel when you're on there? So how long were you up there?
Oh, it's 5 minutes, and it feels like an eternity.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So like, at the 2 minute and 30-second mark, are you going like, get me off this stage?
Yeah, bro, because I've done like 2 jokes. Right. They're not hitting, and in my mind, I'm going, fuck. I've got 4 or 5. Like I know I've got 2.5, 3 minutes to go, and I'm just like, wow. But dude, in a scenario like that, you know it in the first 10 seconds because I've bombed enough now since.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, bro. I know. Like there's times now where I know walking up the stage, oh, this is gonna be bad.
I haven't opened my mouth yet.
Yep, I haven't. No, and then it's like, and it almost becomes sport. Like how am I gonna get out of this? And then it's like you don't always succeed, but then it's almost like the challenge becomes, okay, how do I avoid this bomb? Because you know it based on like the energy. So like the people, like the thing, and you go, okay, these jokes aren't like, and you sort of start to see like what's hit and what hasn't, and you're like, fuck, man, how do I make this work with these guys? And it doesn't. I mean, I still bomb, but it almost makes it funner. Where I used to think like, fuck, that would be so embarrassing. Now it's just like,
just what it is.
It's just kind of.
Do you ever walk up there with a plan and then kind of read the room and then go, nope, not opening with that one?
Yeah. Especially, well, I would say, I think when I started doing it like really, really green, now maybe not so much. I used to do it with things that I thought were going to be touchy. So like if it was like a racial thing or like a political thing, but like I try not to do political things that'll divide the room. I try to be like an equal opportunity offender on both sides, but like, yeah, there was things that I would stay away from. Now I'm almost like, nah, y'all gonna get this joke. Like it or not, y'all gonna get that. But anyway, reminding me of that, of like, get the attempts. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's dope.
Oh, man.
All right, what you got for yours, man?
Bro, dude, coming off Super Bowl Sunday, man, I get my comment football of the week to the city of LA, man, and what they pulled off.
Why?
So,
why LA?
The feeling I got from watching the Super Bowl and like the pre-coverage and even during the game and afterwards, and it got me thinking of like, man, this is how you should model every Super Bowl moving forward. They did such a good job of celebrating the city of Los Angeles. Like, and obviously you got Hollywood, you got stuff, right? So no one's going to put on a better show than that town. Like, if it would have sucked, you'd have been like, all right, come on, guys. You literally have everything here, right? Like, but I felt like they, from the pre-game stuff, like, to where they're showing a lot of the beach and there's performances outside and they're doing all stuff, to, like, celebrating, even the halftime show was a celebration of West Coast hip-hop and those artists and all that. And, like just the entire vibe of the whole thing was like, okay, this is, like, unapologetically Los Angeles. Like, it felt so good, and I went, shouldn't they all be this way? Like, shouldn't the Super Bowl, I go, man, do you just make it like, hey, the halftime performer has to be from this town, or at least one of them. The main
that
ones.
makes sense.
Like, yeah, do you then make it a showcase for that city? Now, the problem with that is that you're gonna limit cities, like down, but maybe not, man. Like I'm one of those people who think the Super Bowl should never be in a cold weather city anyway. So then it sucks because you take like a New York out, who's gonna have obviously a ton of talent, and you're gonna take out, out of Chicago,
Green Bay.
Yeah, well, you should never host this. Yeah, you could never have one there, right? They don't have like the infrastructure to be able to handle a Super Bowl. So you go, okay, it's going to be Miami, it's going to be Phoenix, it's going to be Las Vegas, it's going to be LA, it's going to be, you figure, Dallas, and then Dallas. You go, New Orleans. Like those cities, I'm like, I'm okay with that. I'm like, but then like New Orleans, I go, man, if you go unapologetically New Orleans, like everything about it, like, I don't know, man. I felt like this was the first time where I watched the Super Bowl and I was like, wow, these guys pulled this shit off. And I know infrastructure wise, like you don't have to worry about, like, remember when it was here in Jacksonville?
LA is bad anyway.
Well, like even from like a hotel perspective and airport perspective, like dude, when they had it in Jacksonville, they were like literally bringing in cruise ships to park them in the port because they didn't have enough hotel rooms, so they had to bring in cruise ships.
Yeah,
dude, that's how bad it was. But and somehow Jacksonville won the bid to host a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and they had to literally, they realized like we don't even own enough or we don't have enough hotel rooms in the city. Like people just think like, oh, you got a cool stadium, but it's like, nah, man, you got to have hotels and you got to have restaurants. And because you're gonna overwhelm a city. Like I remember a couple years ago when we did NBA All-Star Weekend in Orlando. Yep, and it was like, people thought like, oh, Orlando, and I was like, no, it's probably the perfect city to host it. We got enough restaurants to cater to everybody. We got enough hotels. We got enough everything. It's like, I'm like, the players are gonna be unhappy because they don't got a party scene.
Right. But downtown Orlando closed at 2 a.m.
Exactly. But if you you host your own private stuff, then it's gonna be awesome, and you can get good anything here as far as food goes and hotels and all that stuff. Like I'd put up hotels here and suites and all that stuff against any city really in America. But like, yeah, dude, I just saw that and I was like, wow, man, LA pulled this off so flawlessly. The show was just awesome, everything. But I don't, did you think, like I saw a lot of the whole like greatest Super Bowl halftime show of all time. And obviously that's like the recency bias, or you caught up in the moment of that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think that. I mean, I loved it, but because like that's my era. Right, those are the rappers that I was sort of coming up with, right? So from like a very early adulthood, like those were the guys.
Yeah, and
so to see them all on one stage, that was amazing for me. Obviously, guys and girls, right? Because Mary J was on there too. So from that perspective, it was cool. I did see like Mary J looking like she out of breath in certain places.
Well, she's got to be pushing 50, right?
They all have to be in her 50s.
I know Dre's in his 50s.
Yeah, do they all have to be around that? And I know M's pushing
50. Snoop has to be in his 50s.
I would imagine so.
So yeah, they're out of shape. And although M's in good shape.
Yeah, no. I mean,
50 though,
bro. Why would you hang that dude upside down?
Your boy was. Yo, that was one of those things that sounded like a good idea, and they probably didn't rehearse it. And then 50's in this bitch like, yo, this shit hurts. Like your head's probably killing you.
How long were you? I mean, maybe not long.
But you figure he's inside that thing, and they go, all right, cool, get in.
All right, cool, hang down now.
Still, dude. You figure a minute
start singing.
That's a long time, bro. Hang yourself upside down. Like that's start singing, start lip syncing at this mark.
Because he's got to be pushing 50 as well, right? Like he's got to be.
Yeah, because 50 got on late. Yeah. 50 got on late, man.
They're all in that, mid to early, mid 40s to early 50s.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But man, I thought the show was great, and obviously, like to your point, it was. Like obviously I grew up in the Northeast, so all the Northeast rappers were big to me, like obviously the Jays and the Biggies and all that. But my first, like, I remember some of my first albums that I bought when I was first getting into hip hop were like Chronic 2001 and Dre, and then Eminem and 50 when he first got, like, so as a teen getting into rap, like a lot of these guys were like the shit I was listening to. Like, so
it was funny, man. So and then Kendrick was on there, right? So Kendrick was like the only one. Not that my kids knew, because my kids knew they didn't know who Mary J was,
which is crazy, dude.
Right?
Neither did mine.
So they know Mary J. They didn't know Dre. But more because of Beats.
The headphones. I was gonna say that they go. Right. It's the guy who makes headphones.
But they also know that what's the song Still Dre?
Oh yeah.
Right, so like that's an iconic song, right? So like they knew that. They do know who Snoop is. They know Eminem, right? But those guys are all like old rappers in comparison to the guys that listen to now. So Kendrick was like the only one that was sort of newer. I guess. I thought they should have brought out Cube.
I thought they would and just do like a mini NWA. Yeah, being in LA, I thought they would bring them out and then do like a mini like NWA reunion and do one of the songs. Yeah, I was kind of waiting for that. I was waiting for that or like the Tupac hologram to pop up. And then and when they showed 50, I was like, huh. I would have never guessed 50, bro. Of all people,
no,
like,
me neither.
Like you knew they were gonna do like a surprise guest, but I would have never guessed it would have been 50, man. And when they had him, I was kind of looking at it like, are they making fun of 50 or is that really 50? Like, because like at first I was kind of like,
because he was looking a little extra thick,
bro. They can't even 50 eating good, bro. 50 got that money now, got that power money. He doing all right, bro.
No, man, that guy. Kudos to him, man.
Yeah,
from all of them, right? From where they started to where they are now, a lot of them are really doing big things, man. This guy, Dre's a freaking billionaire. I know he lost half of it to his wife, but what the hell, man? $500 million is still good.
$500 million still had to pay alimony. What kind of fucked up? Anyway, but yeah, man. Shout out to City of LA, bro. I just felt like they pulled it off, and I kept going. That's how I want to see my Super Bowls from now on. I want to see it as a celebration of the city that it's in, and I felt like nobody embraced it. At least in recent memory, I can't remember a city embracing it and really taking advantage of the opportunity to host something like this, because they do have a team now. It just happened to be that the Rams are there, and I think that maybe that added to it. You know, maybe it's not as crazy if the Rams aren't in it. I don't know.
I think it still would have been.
Yeah, because all this stuff is pre-planned, right? So it's not, they knew 2 weeks before.
They know it's coming.
Yeah. So I felt like they did so good, and I just kept thinking, man, you do that with New Orleans, and you just do artists from New Orleans, and then you just do artists from Texas if you want to. Like, it doesn't have to be the city. Maybe you do the state, or so you open it up more. But I go, man, it should really be a celebration of the city that it's in, because something about it just felt so LA cool to me, and I just went, I love that. I felt like the game was hard to get into, but the celebration of the game to me was like, oh man, this is really awesome.
Yeah, no, I like the game, man. The game was good. Came down to the wire, which is how you want your Super Bowls to go. I saw something after the game where the game ended. For those of you who didn't see it, the game ended on a sack. But man, I saw that Jamar Chase was wide open because your boy fell down,
snatched Ramsey's ankles again. Dude, he was open.
Open.
Like if Burrow has another half a second or a second, that ball's out. Hopefully, if he sees him.
And it's game over on that. And
Bengals win the Super Bowl on a bomb. Which how it's funny, but it would have been poetic on either scenario, right? Because it was poetic that it wound up being the Rams defensive line that does it, right? But if the Bengals win it, it would be poetic that it's Joe Burrow throwing a bomb to Jamar Chase, like in that scenario against Jalen Ramsey. Like either way, it would have been like, wow, that's a pretty epic like finale. I don't know if it was like because I'm still salty about the way the playoffs like played out.
But they were all good. I mean, obviously
the games were great. No, but even after my team got eliminated, the AFC Championship game was awesome. The NFC Championship game were awesome. I remember like screaming like, oh my God, like yada yada. I didn't have moments in this where I felt like I cared enough. Like, even at the end where you're going, oh, shit, there's less than 2 minutes and the Rams scored. Like, it should be a thing where you're, like, on the edge of your seat. Like, I was never, like, I don't know. There was something about the game that was hard for me to get emotionally invested in.
I don't know. Yeah. I didn't feel that way because I think when they came out of the half and then they throw that 75-yard touchdown, and then they get the pick. The Bengals.
I think that was just the loudest I yelled the entire time. I was like,
oh my God, they're about to take over because they've been doing that all playoffs long, right? They've been the second half team.
Yeah, so I was taking off on people,
and I was like, oh shit, are the Rams going to be able to weather this? One thing that I saw that was really cool, man, was now I haven't watched. I mean, I've seen highlights of Matthew Stafford over the years, but he was on the Lions, and I don't watch Lions games.
No one does.
No one does. Not even Detroit.
Not even.
So those no-look passes that he threw is insane. And they interviewed him about that, and he was like, yo, you just got to like trust that your guys are going to be there.
Yeah, because I looked at that. Like, I keep seeing the no-look thing, but I almost don't see it that way. I look at it as he's looking right at him, and he's going, but you're going to be open here. I'm just going to throw the ball. Like, I'm going to lead you. Like, I don't look at them as
but the one,
like the Patrick
dude?
Mahomes one where he's literally looking sideways and throws.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Matthew Stafford ones, I almost look at them of where he's looking at you. You start here, and he's just going, all right, you're gonna be here.
Yeah, but there's one,
I mean?
bro, that he's looking almost at the sidelines. And
Okay.
he hits Cooper Kupp in the middle of the field. And it was like just past the linebacker's arm. You know what I mean? Like, It was one of those where I was just like, it's really incredible what those guys do. What athletes do in general, like professional athletes, we don't give those guys enough credit. But no, good Super Bowl, man. Came down to the end. That's the way you want to see a Super Bowl.
Yeah, for sure. It wasn't a bad game by any means. I personally found it like hard to like get emotionally invested. But to your point, I will say when the half started, that was probably the loudest I got the whole game. Where I went, oh shit, like here we go, like because I thought the same thing. It was like they throw the bomb, they get the pick, and I go, here we go. Bengals are about to run away with it, sort of thing. Like that's sort of what I had in mind at that point in time. And then after that, I kind of like fell flat. Like the game even went by so fast. Like I kept looking at the clock, going, shit, it's almost like the end of the fourth or whatever. Like it was 5 minutes left, and I'm going, it doesn't feel like the sense of urgency wasn't there.
It went by quick. It went by really.
But they
quick.
did, and you know what I will like the Super Bowl and the rest of the playoffs. What I did love is that we saw a lot of scenarios where it was like the best players on the field made plays. Like
right.
Like in that scenario where you're talking about, it's like Stafford and Cooper Kupp, where you go, I just kept telling myself, that's the one guy you got to defend right now. OBJ's out. It's like, know where Cooper Kupp is at all times.
Dude, when OBJ went out, man, I was like, oh, this shit could be a game changer. But then Cooper Kupp was just like, I'm getting open.
And I thought if anything, it was going to hurt him because you go, oh, now I don't need to worry about OBJ. You can shadow over Cooper Kupp.
Yep.
But big time players make big time plays, bro. Yeah. And he stepped up, man. Like, I loved seeing what he did. I love seeing the defense on the last play, what the Rams did. To see Aaron Donald, again, how poetic for him to end the Super Bowl with a sack.
He's amazing, dude. Yeah. I think that guy's going to be like in the conversation of like, great defensive lineman of all time.
Yeah, dude. I guess you have to start including him up there with like the Reggie Whites and the Warren Sapps, Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man. Like he's that good, and I know he's talking about retiring. So if he walks away
is that
now,
right?
Dude,
is
him and
old?
Sean McVay. No, he's only 30, but he's like, I guess he alluded to like, if I win the Super Bowl, like, what else is there? Like, I'm good.
Ask Tom Brady.
Yeah, six more. And Sean McVay, I didn't know. Today a story came out that he's like, they asked him about his future, and he goes like, yeah, I'm kind of thinking about it right now. I'm gonna enjoy this and then figure that out like later. But he's like, I'm mulling spending more time with my family or something like that, like Sean McVay.
And he's what, like mid-30s?
He's my age, dude. He's like 36.
Yeah,
so he's a year older than me, man. I'm like, wow, man. So he's talking about walking away, which you figure for him, it just means he's going to take a couple of years off or a year off, and then he'll come back. I mean, he won't have trouble finding a job. But I would find it hard to walk away from that team, though. Like, I would almost wait till they suck, and then you walk away. I'm like, man, you get to live in L.A. And I guess you could still live in L.A. if you're retired, but you go, and you get a team that will be competitive next year. But there's nowhere else really for you to go now. I mean, maybe some people just don't respond well to that pressure of, like, it's Super Bowl or bust from here on out. Like,
right.
I don't know, man. One thing, but before we get off like Super Bowl, Joe Burrow, I couldn't help but think about Andrew Luck as I'm watching Joe Burrow sort of like, despite all the stuff that he's been able to pull off with his team, I go, dude, fast forward 6 seasons from now, are we looking at a Joe Burrow who's going to always be hurt because they can't protect him? Like, like even last year we saw how he got hurt, and I know you got to sort of grab Jamar Chase, and obviously that pick worked out. You take them in the first round, but they didn't address that offensive line seemingly at all. Next year, if your offensive line is that bad, it's almost inexcusable. Like, I feel like every free agency move you make now, the draft, everything should be dedicated toward how do we give this guy who's shown he's a franchise QB. Yeah, he took you to the Super Bowl. Now you just have to make sure
in year two
and first full year, really. Yeah. You go, how do we keep this guy on his feet, like, and keep him from getting hurt?
Did he get
hobbled
8 times or 7 times?
Something, 7 or 8 times again, dude.
Yeah.
Which Tennessee did at 9. He got pretty unscathed against Kansas City, but their defense is trash, so they probably didn't come after him as much. The Rams, you knew their defensive line is just gonna be there, but dude, he had times where he didn't have time to throw at all. And at the beginning of the game, I felt like he knew that because he was getting rid of the ball quick at the beginning, which I felt like they didn't sack him because he was getting rid of the ball faster. Yep. Towards the end, he was almost holding on to it longer because the routes were probably taking longer to develop because he's trying to score or whatever. But, like, you just went, man, this poor kid. Like, I kept looking at that going, this kid's nice. is this kid gonna be in one piece? Like when he got hurt that one time, I went, man, I feel like this is gonna be his career.
Like screaming on the floor, bro.
And he came back, and I thought, it's funny, me and my brother were talking about it. He's like, oh, he's out for the game. I'm like, there's no way. I was like, unless he physically can't stand up, he's coming back in.
Yeah.
There's no way that he's gonna take him out of the Super Bowl. Even if you're the team, you don't take him out because you go, what are we saving him for? You save him for to get you here.
Yep.
And this, you may never be in this position ever again. You leave him there, right? So like, and he's on a rookie deal. If he hurts himself and he falls apart, then whatever, you end up drafting. I mean, it sounds cold-hearted, but it's like
it's a business.
He's an asset. It's a business, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I just kept feeling bad for him because I'm like, yo, this kid's good. He's good now. Like, keep him upright. Like, it's so sad, man. I'd hate to see him. I kept thinking of like the Andrew Luck thing where you just went, man, is this going to be a career cut short because you can't keep this poor kid like clean, man. Yeah. So hopefully it's not that, dude.
So shout out to LA.
Yep. Shout out to LA.
Good job on the Super Bowl. Let me tell you who didn't do a good job.
Who didn't do a good job, bro? Who didn't do
This middle school teacher in New York. This guy planted a camera in the employee restroom.
What? Is it a co-ed restroom or is it a male or female?
Ooh, that's good. I think it's co-ed.
Ooh.
So, of course, it's a guy. Patrick Morgan, 57 years old. This guy has been charged with 22 counts of unlawful surveillance.
Oh, is it a count for every person he caught on camera?
You know what? I don't know, but that sounds logical.
To be, right? It has to be.
So he planted this camera device that looked almost like a one of those external batteries that you use to charge your phones.
Yeah. Like the little power brick thing.
The little bricks. Put that shit in there, man. Somebody noticed it, and yeah, man. He was filming people in the bathroom.
How do you know it's his? He came back to claim it?
No. So they found it, and then when they called the cops got the footage. The footage is of him putting the shit up.
He left it on while he was putting. Oh, it gets even better. Yo, okay, so now like I'm thinking about this story, and he's clearly doing that to get one person.
Dude, so this is yeah. So I was
has to be right.
So I'm going. Okay, there's enough porn out there, right?
Yeah.
That you can go like, oh, like I want to go look at whatever.
Dude,
whatever
no matter what your thing is, you're gonna find it.
It's out there.
It's out there.
So this has to be something like there has to be like a person or maybe a few people that he goes, nope, I want to see that person.
Yeah, it has to be one guy, one girl.
Right.
That he's like
really into.
Yeah, this ain't to capture 22 people. This is to capture one person. Yeah, absolutely.
Should he only be charged with the one count?
I feel like it. I'm like, y'all collateral damage.
You're like, listen, I'm deleting all the footage.
I'm gonna delete
the rest of you fucks.
I didn't even look at it. As soon as I saw who walked in, I fucking skipped to the next video.
I only wanted Kiki.
Okay. But evidently Kiki don't go to the bathroom during business hours.
Damn, she don't never pee.
Kiki.
I be trying to give her ass water.
I be offering her all kinds of beverages, bro. Like, you sure you ain't gotta go pee? You look antsy.
Why don't you go now?
Just in case, the ride home could be long.
Man, that bathroom fill up quick.
Oh my God, bro. How? Yeah, I don't understand this lot because there's so much out there. Like, if you want to see.
But dudes get caught, and I gotta say dudes, I'm sure chicks do it too, but the guys are the always ones that get caught.
No, they don't, bro.
Guys are the ones that get caught. It's just like taking pictures of, whether it's a woman in the street or I don't know, in the gym,
that's so weird.
You know what I mean?
Me,
or at work, or like dudes always get caught doing shit like that, and I'm just always like, why? Like, is she that special? Like, you need a fucking picture?
Is that a I don't know, are you just perverted or is that a mental illness? I hate to give him an excuse, but like,
I don't know. You know what? Because so we're guys and we fucking seen. I've seen dudes like gawk at chicks. So does the gawk turn into I just like I
gotta take it to another level.
I need to see it longer.
I also, bro, but like to your point before, where like, okay, there's porn out there. There's a lot of people on Earth, bro. You just need to ask. Like,
yo, for real.
Like, honestly, bro, you'd be surprised of what you get people to do if you just ask. Like, hey, man, I would really like to see you naked. Right. Like, I don't know. Like, shoot your shot, bro. Like, we talked about this before. It's like, yo, shoot your shot.
Can you just take a picture while you're peeing?
Yeah, the worst thing that can happen is they say no. Now, granted, you're at work, I guess, so that adds a layer. But still, I mean, just in general, like, I don't know, man.
I just go like, why? Like, why that person? Like, again, if it's whatever your fetish is, it can't be just based on the one person, but maybe it's, I don't know.
Is that the fetish, bro, though? Maybe the fetish is the voyeurism of, like, them being unaware and them, like...
Dude, they got porn like that, bro.
They do. That's what I'm saying. There's something out there for everybody. But maybe, dude, you know what? Is there too much porn out there? Like, is there too much that you're desensitized that you're going, I need to raise the stakes?
No, I need them to really be unaware.
Yeah, bro. Like, I think about this shit about the Prince Andrew shit.
Okay.
Like,
I read a headline, but tell me the story.
So he's part of the whole Epstein thing.
Oh, like, okay. With the Ghislaine Maxwell.
With Ghislaine Maxwell, who just got convicted. So Epstein was named by this girl, Virginia. I'm gonna fuck up her last name, but I think it's Giuffre, whatever. Anyway, he settles with her, right? She was one of the accusers that she alleges that she was 17 when on Epstein Island and Prince Andrew, whatever, sexually assaulted her or she had sex with him or whatever.
What's she doing over there at 17, bro?
I guess they were being trafficked. The thing is that allegedly they were being trafficked to Epstein Island and then they're servicing his guests or whatever, right? Gotcha. And Prince Andrew happens to be one of these guests. And I'm going, you're the fucking Prince of England, bro. You could have anybody. Like, even if you're old, like... even if it's not anybody,
think
you
about
could go.
Fucking Hugh Hefner, right? He was old as fuck and still.
Old as fuck. You could just be like, give me someone that looks like X,
right?
And they'll bring him, right? Like, so I'm looking at this fucking story, and he settles with her, which goes, okay, that's an admission of guilt, right? Because you settle with her in civil court, which means she won't press charges of you in criminal court. You can't get criminally charged because you lose your one main witness unless they can prove that he did it without her there. So he sort of gets an out from this whole thing.
And they don't disclose the amount.
No, they don't. And so initially the amount is to charity. They haven't disclosed how much he gave to her or the charity, which the charities are of her choosing. And then I'm sure she's getting broken off. There's no way. So I had two thoughts, man. Like, just, listen, if you get touched or molested or whatever thing, like, that's fucked up. So now that that's out of the way, how much money? How much money? Because I'm going to tell you right now, bro. For a cool 7 stacks, I'll let Prince Andrew diddle me, bro. Like, I'm just saying, bro.
You guys tight.
So I'm going like, fuck, she's a millionaire, and all she had to do was get diddled. I'm sure that's traumatizing. But, like, I'm like... Damn, bro! Like,
you can make a good rest of your life.
He'll definitely make it up for you. But and I mean, I know there's people who don't recover from shit like that. But still, I just kept thinking, like, fuck, man, shit like that never happens to me,
dude. But even with that, right? Like, so does that? This is kind of one of those things that we see happen all the time, especially in the news, which is if you have money, you can pretty much do what you want.
Oh, so that was where I was going with the second part of this. It was the first part was like, fuck, man, like how much, like, dude, for everybody out there, there's a price you have to be willing to like accept,
right? For
whatever, right? To have someone touch you or whatever, watch you, record you, whatever. And then the flip side of this, I kept going, what makes you, like, you're powerful, you have, like, money's not an issue, like, what makes you do shit like this? And then I kept thinking, like, is it because you have access to everything? And then what becomes that next thing that's inaccessible?
Right.
Right? Like,
yeah, no, very true, man.
Like, is that the thing that you go, it's inaccessible? Like,
it's kind of going back to the last story, right? Where you go, like, it, you know, you can go on porn websites and see whatever fetish you have. However, I want to see the real shit with people not knowing that I'm watching them, and maybe that is the fetish.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just you're desensitized to so much, and I'm wondering if people like Prince Andrew or like everybody who went to this whole Epstein Island thing is they're all rich and powerful or political figures. You go, I can have all the drugs I want. I can have all the women I want or men or whatever. Like whatever you're into, right. I have access to. It's like, what's fun anymore? And so you start to sort of push the envelope. And then I guess at some point you get to this like period where you're just like, okay, what's inaccessible to even rich people? Like, and it's fucked up to think about it that way, but I'm like, I'm wondering if it's almost like for sport, which is so shitty, right? But like, but you just go, what gets you off anymore if you're a Prince Andrew? Unless, again, there's guys who are just pedophiles and girls,
right?
Who that's just your thing. But like, you catch so many of these rich people that you go, it can't be a coincidence that they're all these fucking rich people who keep getting caught in these scenarios. There has to be something psychologically that says, what can't I have?
Right, because as a prince, it's no different than like a major celebrity, right? Like,
right.
when you have major fame, the amount of people that you have access to and the amount of people that will throw themselves at you is ungodly. Yeah. So, like you said, what is the thing that I can't have?
Dude, I guarantee you Queen Elizabeth right now can have anything she wants. Even her ass falling apart. She'd be like, I want Leonardo DiCaprio or something that looks very similar to him.
You think Leo's hitting it?
Leo wouldn't, but somebody close enough to Leo.
How about for a cool bill?
Bro, for a cool bill, I'll do whatever she wants.
No, not you, Leo.
Oh, Leo? I think Leo would do it for a bill.
Yeah, for a bill?
Leo, wow, bro. Leo do it for, like, you save a couple trees in the rainforest. He like that shit. But, like, it's not even just guys, but you go, these women who have this power, too, like, and you go, I can have everything. Like, it's not fun anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and I hear you.
And I know it's fucked up to think about the pedophilia in that sense, but I just go, it can't just be this thing where rich folks just all coincidentally happen to have this thing for kids, right? Like, psychologically, I go, there has to be this, because Epstein built this entire, like, he built his wealth around all these fucking people who had this thing that he can sort of provide to them, right? And so you just go, okay, you have to stay, you have so much dirt on so many people, they all know that, like, their fucking world falls apart. Like, I just don't know, man. Like, I go, psychologically, there has to be something there where you just go, damn, man, like, what's fun? Like, what do I keep chasing? Like, what can't I have? And I think for most humans, the chase is half of the fun, right? Yeah. Like, and I don't know, man. Like, I just, that whole thing with the prince, I just kept going like, dude, walk into a fucking brothel anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to do that. Just send one of your aides out and be like, hey, man, can you bring me back someone who looks like Scarlett Johansson? Like, or bring me back Scarlett. Fuck it. Like, I just don't know, man. It's just wild, dude. Like,
and then what happens to him from now, right? Is his legacy scarred? Is it not? Is it forgotten after a while?
I'll be honest with you. I never thought about Prince Andrew before this. So the only thing I know him from is this.
But I mean like in his own country.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Is it scarred? But he's still royalty, right?
Yeah, he's still rich. He's still never working a day in his life. He's still thinking like how badly.
And he's not going
punished.
to jail.
Nope, because he does it unless someone else comes out. Which, dude, and the other thing is should you be allowed to settle with taxpayer money? Because I'm gonna assume that his wealth
right.
is coming from taxpayers in the UK, right? So is that okay? Like,
yeah, no,
right? Like, I'm not paying your fucking like your settlements with, and I'm sure there's like whatever budgets for that, but
there's budgets for when they fuck up.
I'm sure there is, bro. There's legal budgets. I'm sure that they have that. These guys all have stipends for every little thing. So you figure,
dude, that's just crazy, man. I said that's a life that the vast majority of us will never even come close to.
Well, that's why they fucking live forever, bro. Like, you seen Queen Elizabeth? Like, she's like 111, but dude, she's had no stress, so they live for fucking ever because their life is like, dude, there's no real pressure because you don't really have to do anything like from a political standpoint. You're
right?
Just
There's no decisions.
There's no decisions.
Right?
Yeah, like there's still a body of government that runs it. You're just like a mascot. Like, yeah, I mean, that's you're a fucking mascot for the country just because you happen to be born into the right family. Like, I go,
when does that go away?
Yeah,
maybe never,
right? Because I guess traditionally, dude. But you know what's funny? there's a lot of countries with kings and queens. The for whatever reason I can't figure out. The one from the UK or from England is the one that we.
That is the one
from England specifically is the one that we sort of followed the most. So that there's because Spain has a king and a queen. We don't give a fuck about them. Yeah, dude. Japan, we don't give a fuck about them. Like most of the countries in Europe, we don't give a fuck about them. Like there's something about the Queen of England that we've just always sort of been gravitated to, or that royal family. I don't know. It's kind of fascinating.
That's odd, man.
Yeah.
Well, listen, man. This is going to be a yearly tradition on the Carbon Footprint.
Let's go.
We are going to be 2021 year in review, Pornhub relative searches.
That's right. Go back last year. We got to figure out what episode it was.
I don't know what it was.
But we did this.
We did. Bro, this year, first of all, I want to touch on by country.
Okay.
Who said the U.S. is prejudiced?
Oh, this is worldwide?
The top. So, well, I'm gonna do worldwide really quick.
Okay.
And then we'll touch on the within the U.S. First of all, the U.S. destroys every other country in the amount of porn that we watch.
We got a lot of time on our hands, bro. Everybody else is looking for food.
But the most viewed category in the U.S. Any guesses? Just give me one.
In the U.S. most viewed categories: stepsister,
ebony.
Oh
yeah.
Okay.
See that?
Okay.
Also in the continent of Africa, it's mostly ebony as well.
And the convent, so they looking for their own people?
Yep.
You would think it'd be like white girls?
Right? But like what you can't have.
I thought it would be like because everything gets so taboo now that it'd be like some weird shit like mom. You're just like, oh, okay. I thought stepsister would be like the one.
Now, what do you think? What do you think? And what do you think it is in Asia?
In Asia? Ooh. Is it Asian chicks?
No, it's that. I don't even know how to pronounce
also,
it.
ebony. Bobby worldwide. I get it.
No, man, it's that. Is it hentai? The
hentai. Yeah,
that hentai. That
anime porn, basically.
Anime. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So, diving into the U.S., we got some good ones here. New York, foot job.
Really?
Yeah, man.
What is it about seeing chicks walk around in Timbs that makes these guys think of foot job?
Remember, because you can never see their feet.
Because you can't see their feet. I get it. In Florida, all these bitches
all out
here.
Yep. Florida was BBC.
Yeah?
Yeah, which I believe.
There's a lot of white girls down here, so yeah.
I believe that's Big Black Cock.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, there's a lot of white girls down here. I can see that. A lot of taboo. That's taboo.
Now here goes some weird ones, man. And there's quite a few of y'all out here. Oregon.
Okay.
Joy. Joi. Do you know what that stands for?
Jerk off instructions.
How did you fucking know that, bro?
JOI?
I had to look that up.
You had to look. Bro, how lonely?
How did you know that, bro?
How lonely are people in Oregon?
And how do you not know how to do that?
I'm trying to think of where I've heard this. Maybe from the last time we did this.
So is there like now I'm curious. I'm going like maybe I've been doing it wrong all these years.
We should look one up. We should look one up mid-show and be like, fuck, I have been doing this wrong the whole time. Bro, it's funny is Oregon is like, do you get made fun of because the fucking people are like always indoors and they're depressed and they do meth? Even their porn habits like are depressing. How the fuck? Like, why would you look for? Yeah, that's weird, man.
Bro, so
that's so weird.
What do you think, Alabama? It's perfect for them too.
It's gay porn.
Nope. Ebony.
Yeah,
bro. Yeah.
I see.
Come on, Alabama. Get with the taboo, baby.
Just get it. Yeah, just give in, bro. Just go public with it.
Tennessee.
Also, ebony. I'm gonna guess now because
interracial.
Okay, so sort of similar. They're into
that's
like
Bible Belt.
Bible Belt. Well, the whole Bible Belt is like really fucked when it comes to porn, right? Like they do.
Yeah, so they got
they have the most porn in the country, right? The Bible Belt watches the most amount of porn.
Ooh, I don't know.
That used to be true. I don't know if statistically it is anymore,
true.
But it used to be true. The Bible Belt watches the most porn. I think because you make it so taboo for them that, right? Like it.
And we know somebody from Mississippi,
okay.
Right? And he always tells us it's the most fucked up place He doesn't understand why anybody would live there.
Okay.
Top porn search, furry.
What the fuck?
I was afraid to look it up.
The top is furry?
Furry.
Okay, so did you look it up?
No.
You didn't?
No.
Okay.
I'll let you do it on your phone.
No, I'm going to tell you what it is.
Oh, you know?
I know, and I have a story about what I know.
Why do you know these things?
I'm going to follow up with you right in a second. But furry is motherfuckers that basically dress like animals, like mascots. So it's like, but bro, a lot of it, they're not even fucking. It's just them in costumes. And for whatever reason, it's a lot of gay dudes, which I guess makes sense. But there's even conventions about these guys. They wear literally like, I don't know, you dress like a fox or some shit. Like literally a mascot. That's the best way I can explain it, bro. Okay. So, not maybe like a year ago, my daughter was obsessed with the furry things because she, like innocently, she's thinking, that's so cute. They're just like these animals and these animals are cool. And my daughter's been obsessed. And like she's draw them and stuff. And one time we're looking.
How did she find this?
YouTube.
Fucking internet.
It's fucking YouTube, bro. So we're going down her search history, bro, and all the shit was fucking furries. And I'm watching the videos, and they're going over her head.
Right.
But it's all a bunch of people, like, so it's YouTube, so you can't be sexually explicit.
Right.
But they're insinuating shit. And I was like, what the fuck? Like,
but are they insinuating like banging animals?
No, but just like a playful, no, not even banging animals, bro. It's like you could be dressed like one and I could be dressed like one and we're like playing together. Like not even fucking, bro. We're just like gallivanting around. Like it's fucking weird, bro. It's so weird. I listen to everybody their own shit, bro. You know, there's like the whole brony con and the whole brony convention, like the dudes that are into the My Little Pony shit. It's like that, but they're just dressed like furry animals. To the point where at one point she was asking for a furry costume because they sell this shit on fucking Amazon, bro. To like as a birthday gift, and I was like, I think that's how it came about. Actually, she goes, I want this, and she sent me the costume, and I was like, I immediately got them, and then I went, why do you know about this? And she's just like, they're so cute. Da, da, da. She gives me the whole thing, and she's showing me the video because again, she's not realizing,
right, like
and I realize I'm looking at a bunch of perverts. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, bro, and it's furries. So I learned that shit. Man. Yeah, bro. I went down that rabbit hole. Listen, there's something for everybody. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're desensitized, bro. There's too much. It's too much.
Well, let me tell you what they're doing up in Maine.
Also, jerk off instructions.
Better. Well, close. Fisting.
What the fuck?
Fisting, bro.
And they're used to reaching in for lobster.
Has to do with using your hand.
Yeah, fuck. I would have never thought that.
Dude, Georgia, big ass.
So ebony. Yo, the whole South is into the. Oh, I love it, bro. The whole South, dude.
I love Louisiana's though. Oh, Louisiana keep it simple.
Louisiana kept it simple.
Naked women.
That's it.
That's it.
That's because they can't spell. They spell naked with an E. They're like N-E, naked.
Bro. And I'm looking at all of these states that are like deemed like, you know, maybe like have a higher racial.
Do you have factor. Everybody's there by chance?
Everybody's.
California. I'm just curious.
What do you think?
Fuck, bro. Because a state that's like California. I don't know, man.
Asians.
Yeah. Huh. I'd have never guessed. Okay. Fucking A. All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
All right. The one that I found to be kind of crazy, Minnesota.
Okay.
Cartoon.
So hentai.
Yeah, maybe.
But
maybe they don't know what it's called. So they just put it in cartoon.
No, but I guess hentai would be like if you call anime a cartoon, right? Like you call Family Guy a cartoon, but you call like Dragon Ball Z an anime, like they would be offended if you, you know what I mean? So like, so I guess it's got to be like cartoon. Fuck, I guess there's cartoon porn out there.
Well, Iowa got a little bit more specific. Harley Quinn.
That was their number one search, Harley Quinn porn?
Harley Quinn.
It's pretty lit, bro. Like the fact that you make it so big as a character that people are specifically looking at. They're not even looking at a category. They're looking at you.
Yep.
I wonder if they all thought Margot Robbie was really Harley Quinn. They're like, fuck was that blonde chick?
Well, if that was the case, man, I would think they were looking up like Wolf of Wall Street.
That's yo, very true. I bet you that's what comes up.
That was probably the
I bet you that's what comes
search.
up if you look up Harley Quinn porn. It's probably Wolf of Wall Street scenes. That's wild, bro. That they actually does anybody else name a person or character?
No.
Are they the only one? This is Iowa?
That was Iowa.
I mean,
right?
There's like
that was Iowa. Harley Quinn's Iowa.
57 people in Iowa, 53 watch porn.
Nebraska was moaning.
Just moaning?
Just moaning.
They're like, we don't give a fuck. We'll stick a corn husker in you.
As long as you make some good sound, you're good to go.
Yo, that's so interesting because I wonder if you can peg that to like where people are from. Because what about Nebraska would make you into the sounds? I don't know. Because it has to be something, right? Regionally, if everybody's looking for that there, like,
dude, Texas.
Oh, BBW.
Close. Thick Latina.
Thick Latina. Bro, that's some racist dude looking for some chunky Mexican bitch. They're like, I want a Consuelo, but make her thick.
Another one I got for you, man. I had to look this one up. Vermont.
Ooh.
Tribbing.
Okay, what the fuck is tribbing?
Oh, yeah, I got you on one. All right, good. I didn't know what this was either. I had to look it up.
Tribbing. I feel like I should know
it's
this.
It's actually like girl on girl scissor.
Oh, so scissoring? They couldn't just call it scissoring? No, so Vermont. Tribbing. Yo, they are pretty liberal, bro. Look at them. That's pretty open-minded of them.
Yep, tribbing. Any other good ones on here?
Damn, so forking.
Who the hell was
tribbing?
This? Wisconsin lesbian yoga.
The fuck? What about Wisconsin?
Yeah,
makes you think? I'm trying to think of states here, bro. Yo, Illinois.
That whole area. Illinois, doggy style.
Ebony.
and then right next to them in Indiana was dildo.
That's because they're all closet gays.
Ohio,
isn't it?
Was cougar.
Cool. What's Michigan then? Same thing?
Michigan was blowjob.
Huh. I guess the women in Michigan ain't giving blowjobs, so you're looking up the shit that you can't get.
It's too cold.
It's too cold. They're like, nah, my lips are chapped. They crack.
You pull out your dick, it freezes.
Yo, not for nothing, bro. With this cold ass weather lately, bro, I'm starting to think, dude, that shit had my shit in hiding, bro. I thought I was transitioning one morning, right? When I saw, I was like, oh fuck.
Oh, shit was evolving the wrong way.
Yeah, bro. I was like, oh fuck, am I Juanita now? What the fuck's going on?
Dude, I was surprised on this one, man. Colorado.
Oh,
huge boobs.
That's it?
That's it.
That's pretty simple.
Huge
I mean, that's
boobs.
like doggy style blowjob. Like, they're all straight, simple to the point.
Utah.
Ooh, the Mormons. Oh, they're not gonna let me down. What is it? It's like
it's
threesomes.
Fucking Mormon.
So it's fucking multiple wives. Or
Mormon.
Oh, just Mormon?
It's that's the
Mormon.
search.
That's what they looked up.
Mormon.
How unfucking creative are these guys?
Yep. All right, here's one I got for you. That I go like,
just look up local porn. Utah gone wild.
Idaho.
No, Idaho.
Giantess.
Wait, what the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Giantess.
Can we look this up?
I'll do it.
All right, look it up.
Spell giantess.
So giant.
Okay,
and
giant.
ESS. I have no idea what this is, and I refuse to look.
If I see a massive dick, I feel like that's what I'm gonna run into. Giantess.
It can't be. It gotta be like a big woman.
It's a female giant.
Like just like a big.
Such
woman.
as the Amazons of Greek, so they want to see a bunch of Wonder Womans or the Amazons of Greek mythology resembling a woman.
Oh shit!
So a giant woman. Yo, I bet you there's porn out there of like a big 6 foot chick. And it's like a midget dude.
I believe it.
Like a tiny dude.
No, it's a regular size dude.
I
She's
get
like
the thing that
foot.
says some results may be explicit.
Thanks, Google.
Thank you, Google. Okay. I'm gonna hit okay. Explicit results filtered. Off.
All right, and last one, Montana.
Ooh, Montana.
No, all 10 of y'all over there.
Montana. What's that?
Anal cream pie.
Yo, that's very specific, bro. They're like not just any cream pie.
So was Washington, and not the like Washington State.
Washington State.
Double penetration.
Damn, that's very specific.
Which I thought, you know what? DC kind of, was it DC? No, New Jersey.
Double penetration also?
No, femdom. So female domination.
Female domination. Yep. So females dominating dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, who didn't? That's because we hard, bro. We need to be softened up sometime.
I get it. God bless y'all.
Yo, Pennsylvania.
Ooh. Swallow.
These Amish folk into some. Keep it simple, bro. You gotta appreciate the simple. I'm trying to think of who we haven't touched on, bro. Kentucky. It's gonna be some black chick.
Let me see.
Ebony.
Threesome.
Oh, that's pretty basic.
Yeah. What else you want to know? Oklahoma.
Yo, Oklahoma.
Natural tits.
They don't like bolt-ons in Oklahoma. Good to know. No bolt-ons in Oklahoma.
Freaking New Mexico.
Naturally aspirated.
Deep throat. Arizona. Strip.
That's it?
Yep. Nevada. Twerking. Yep. Wyoming. Hardcore.
They're like, we don't care what it is, just make it hardcore.
Freaking South Dakota. Sex doll.
That's because that's all they can get up there.
Yep,
that makes sense.
Say, South man, Dakota. Like,
there's no women there.
I was gonna say there's like 4 women.
Yeah, bro. I was gonna say some wash. Damn, bro. Sex doll. Dude, I'd be curious to see if that lines up with like the sales of sex dolls, like who in the country orders the most.
Yeah, and maybe it's like the really expensive joints, the ones that cost like 5 G's.
Like the ones that like supposed to be like realistic.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, bro. It won't talk back.
And it's real cold up there.
It is real cold up there, bro.
So if your shit shrivel up, you know, she won't.
Yeah, you don't have to be embarrassed. What about North Dakota?
Quickie.
Make it fast. It's too cold to have my shit out. To your point about how perfect is that? It's too cold to have my shit out.
I would think that you would.
That shit was on.
Right, like you wouldn't look that up. Right, if you're a dude, like you wouldn't look up Quickie.
No, because you want to like. I would think that
you want to last.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, man. Yeah, we're an interesting species, bro. We're wild, man.
All right, man. What else is on the menu for today?
Wow, man. I think that's. I can't top that.
How we doing on time?
I can't top. We're at an hour 2. I can't top that anymore. Let me see. I got nothing else to know. Oh, actually. We gotta hit this one, bro, just because it's funny.
Hit me with it.
Yo, there's this chick in the Orlando airport here, actually.
Okay.
Who got into it. I guess she was drunk and they wouldn't let her on the flight. And so she's at the gate and she takes off and they have to chase her through the airport. The best shit, though, is that she's riding one of those motorized suitcases.
The what?
The motorized suitcases. You ever seen these?
No.
You can sit on it. It's
and
like a little motorcycle.
Rolls?
Yeah, it rolls, bro.
Yeah.
It's got like a little motor, and you like literally like just.
Oh my god, I have not seen this,
bro. Watch the video of her running. This shit is funny as fuck. It's a slow speed chase on a fucking motorized suitcase, bro.
So she's riding this thing.
She's having the time of her life.
And who's chasing her?
The fucking airport security, bro. They're like behind her, almost like trying to get her to like stop and stuff. And then she wilds out, dude. It's so funny, man.
What does she do?
They eventually get to her, but I guess she was mad because they wouldn't let her off. And she's like, "Yo, man, like I'm good." Like, but I guess she was slurring and she smelled like alcohol and yada yada. And she's like, "Yo, I'm fine. I just want to get back home to New York, of course." And then she just fucking like she gets on her shit when they're like, "Yo, you got to come with us," and she just takes off.
Going about 3 miles an hour.
You know, because I heard about the ban these fucking things out too, bro. I was like, the video's what makes it funny. So y'all gotta watch the video. Just look up, just Google "woman on motorized suitcase runs from police or airport runs from airport security." That shit is so funny, man.
All right, well, I can't leave you. I can't let you go on that one. Let me hit you with this one really quick. There was an incident with some brownies over in South Dakota.
I'm like, are we still talking about porn?
Speaking of South Dakota, let me go back to that one. South Dakota, sex doll.
All right.
So this guy went and took a trip. So in South Dakota, marijuana is illegal. Okay. This guy goes to Colorado on a quick trip. You know, it's only like 2 states away. And buys this butter that was basically like THC. It's laced with THC, this butter. And he makes brownies
with the
using
butter.
this butter.
Okay.
Right? Leaves it. I don't know if the guy leaves the house or goes to sleep or whatever. His mom, who like plays like this weekly card game at like the local community center, goes like, oh, you know, like Bobby made some brownies. And I don't know the guy's real name, but takes the brownies with her. All the fucking old folks eat them, bro.
I'm like, the anticipation. I'm like, I can see the steps in this. I'm like, here we go.
Dude, and so they all leave and they start to feel, you know, quote unquote sick. Oh, so enough of them like get, you know, sort of feeling sick or like food poisoning. They go to the hospital. The authorities get involved. They put 2 and 2 together. They tie everybody back to the community center. It's the brownies. They go back. Yo, they ended up arresting the guy, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude. Because it's like fully illegal. Yeah, it's fully illegal over there. And you know that dude was pissed off when he came home and his brownies were gone.
That's all he thought about was like, you took my brownies, bro? I'm thinking about them.
It's like, why you didn't fucking ask me?
Fucking ask. Send a text. Oh my, and then I mean, I guess it's North Dakota, so the police probably don't have anything better to do. But think about all the time and resources wasted over some fucking brownies, bro.
Yeah.
Like, anybody die?
No, of course not.
Wasted.
They just got really fucked up.
Yo, somebody pointed out. You know how we were talking about the whole crack, the crack pipe thing last week?
Oh yeah.
On Flagrant, they pointed out, and I'm like, fuck, I can't believe I missed this. They go, yo, do you think that was an initiative for Joe Biden's son? And I was so mad that we missed that. I was like, damn it. That's such a good point. They're like, what if he's designing the crack pipes? Like, who else would know better than... I'm like, yo, this fucking joke was right there.
Oh, that was good, bro.
So good, man.
All right, man, on that, tell them where they can find us.
All right, man. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for listening, following, and interacting. If you're not already, follow us on At The Carbon Football Podcast on IG, At The Carbon Football Podcast on YouTube. Follow us on YouTube. Make sure you watch the videos. Hit like, hit subscribe, turn on your post notifications. At Carbon Football Podcast on TikTok, and then anywhere where you listen to your podcast or your music, man. We're on Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Jill7. Did I say Amazon Music already?
Nope.
Yeah. Amazon Music, Ghana, Podchaser, Pocket Cast, all of them, man.
Go. Give me more.
Go.
Give me more.
So yeah. Hit us up, follow, subscribe, interact, man. Let us know. But yeah, man. Thank you guys for the support, man. It's been awesome.
As always, appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging out with us. Definitely try this drink. This drink is I think it's one of my favorites, actually. Mm-hmm. And we will see you next week.
See you next week.
Peace.
Peace.